Hi everybody, welcome to my second live stream on Facebook here in my shop in Blessington. I'm probably even more nervous today than I was last week, because last week I had no expectations. As for this week it's completely different. But anyhow, so welcome. If there's whoever's looking in, just comment if you want, and we'll take from there. Anyhow.
And I'm going to have a quick look around the shop as well before we get back to you.
Yes,
to show how well we're looking here. Look at all those gorgeous flowers.
There's lovely stuff.
The names of them I don't know.
We've peonies, we've callas, we've hypericum, lysianthus, anthorhinums, delphiniums, gerberas, roses, solidago. The list goes on, and beautiful hydrangeas, of course. And right, going. Now, so what I'm going to do today, folks, is I'm going to do another arrangement, but just in a different style from the last time. Now, it's not necessarily your everyday flowers, but it is, yeah, it still is in a way your everyday flowers, but just, again, just the style a bit different. So, like as I said before, 2 blocks of oasis on their ends, pre-soaked. Get me knife, and I'm just kind of, so to roughly, I can tell, obviously, how much oasis I need to go into that. But anyhow, you get that in time. I didn't do the cuts down that time, which is great. So pick up the 2 blocks together, put them in, see, you can kind of judge it fairly well. Never do that to oasis to shove it in. You create holes and it goes all spongy. Use your hands and firmly push it in. Okay, there we go, that's that done. Now, this time I am going to use the ugly green tape as I talked about the last time.
We're off and running, Enda. 4 viewers.
Woohoo! I've stopped saying woohoo, but anyhow. So, the anchor tape just goes around. I'm not using much of this. I just wanted really to give it a grip to hold down the oasis. So there we go, like the last time. Done. Grand. Now, so the foliage I'm going to use today, the only same one as last week, is Pittosporum. It's a great foliage, variegated, brings a lovely bit of colour in. The second foliage I'm going to use is this one. This is called Salal. It's a good hardy foliage, and it goes a good bit long way. And then this one then is leatherleaf, and we florists use an awful lot of leatherleaf. It's great for us in bouquets, and it's also great in arrangements. It's getting a little more expensive. I think the growers know how much we really like this and how far it goes, so they're obviously putting up the price. But anyhow, so this is going to be a round arrangement. It's not going to be terribly high. I'll just throw a few little, hopefully interesting bits into it, and we'll take it from there. So, as I say, so it's round, yeah, anyhow. So we're going to start off. Now, you might notice I'm breaking the foliage on this one. You can do that. There's certain flowers and certain foliages you can break where the edge isn't as clean. But anyhow, I'm out to do it with this one. I have no scientific proof why that is the case, but there you go. So starting off, always starting off an arrangement can be a little bit, you know, nothing new about it. It's when it starts to build and come together. So I'm going to put this leather leaf the whole way around the base of this and build it up kind of in layers, and just to get a structure going. And hopefully, like I do, funny enough, I know I said the last time that I usually haven't a clue what I'm doing until I see the feel, get the feel of the flowers. It's a bit different today for some reason. Maybe I'm just a little bit more.
Do you want to hear a really cool comment from Anne-Marie Nolan?
Oh,
this is so much better than watching TV, Enda.
Wow.
You may do it every day like the soaps.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, I don't think I would. I'd probably get too bored with that, Anne-Marie, to be honest with you. I don't mean being like the soaps. I mean Paul standing here in front of me every day. That's what I mean. The relationship, as in friendship, might go downhill quite rapidly. But, yeah, thanks for that, Anne-Marie, and thanks for commenting and watching and everything else, and hopefully you're learning maybe something from it, I don't know. So anyhow, greened it all there with the leather leaf, filling it in just here and there with literally what's left of this stem. So that's leather leaf done. doesn't look amazing at the moment. So next I'm going to use is I think I'll use the Salal next. Now I need the old scissors for this one. So not an amazing foliage, there's nothing great about it, but it just kind of gives a bit of structure or texture to the arrangement. You kind of again just put this in spots, nowhere near as dense an amount as you would for the leather leaf. But there you go. So we're getting there slowly but surely. Now, don't think this will create any drama like the last time, but still, you know. Another thing as well, remember I was saying about when you put the foliage into the oasis, or the flower into the oasis, and you only do that and get it down that far. I wasn't actually correct exactly in that. I said you need to cover the entire stem. You don't need to uncover the entire stem. I didn't mean that. What I mean is you need to shove it in a good shoved the wrong word. You need to shove it in a good distance so it holds the flower and you're definitely getting moisture out of it. That's what I meant by that. So
makes sense.
I have watched the video myself from last week a few times.
Most of the hits were actually from Enda. Only joking.
Yeah, please.
Oh, Martina Salmon.
Oh,
definitely better than watching the other Enda doing air guitar. Private joke somewhere there, I think.
No, do you remember he was at the Bruce Springsteen concert and he was photographed trying to be cool.
Oh, right,
yeah. Exactly.
At least one of us is up to date.
Martina, there is only one Enda. There's not like the other Enda. He's just a gobshite. Oh, sorry, did I say that out loud? I know, bless. My own namesake and all that. Got warm today, lads. God, I'm roasted.
Wow.
Now, so there we go with the Salal. You see? Oh yeah, there we go with the Salal. So it's, no, I need another bit, look. Of course I need another bit. So, there's the Salal in. So we can, what we do is, we'll just put this on the ground ever so nicely, and then Audrey tomorrow can clean it up. There we go. Now. Grand. Now on to Pittosporum. So you see the shape I'm going with there. It's domey and all that, so it's grand. Now the other thing I noticed as well when I watched the video back, and I had to laugh at this because I kind of thought it was funny, but I didn't realise I was as camp as I actually am, and that's the funny thing. And there was all this hand movement thing going on. I went, holy God, I thought it was far more butch than that. But anyhow, obviously I'm not. And so, what I'm doing with the Pittosporum is, anyhow, I am just placing it, as you can see, here and there, not losing, I don't think I am, not losing the line, really, that the leather leaf started for me. And this is all building up in layers. Not last year, but the year before, I did a few flower arranging classes here in the shop, and there was one particular lady, Helen, I won't mention your name, and God, she hated doing bows, and she said to me, she watched the video last week, or she put a comment up, I can't remember exactly what it was, and she says, oh Enda, you never showed them how to do the dreaded bows. And Helen, that'll come in time. I don't think I could inflict that horror on people just yet.
We're on episode 2. That might come out episode 563.
Who said that? Now, there we go. Greenery done. More foliage for Audrey. And more foliage for Audrey. Just to get a bit of a clean-ish countertop. Right, so I'm going flower hunting now. So what I'm going to use today is, if you could, through the video, the tablet Paul Zolan, these have absolutely the most beautiful scent. Really, really lovely scent. Don't know the name of peony that they are, but they are a peony. Really beautiful colour. But anyhow, so I'm going to go with about 4 peonies, this colour. What else did I say I was using? Oh yeah, I'll use 3 lovely white stalks. So obviously there's going to be a gorgeous country scent of this arrangement. I'm going to use, we'll say 2 snapdragons for the moment. Now, I'll take a couple of these. These are called, I think they're called scabiosa, something to that effect anyhow. I'm not 100, to be honest with you, don't really buy them that often, to be honest with you. But I saw them on the lorry this morning. Your man comes to me, saw them on the lorry this morning. I says, oh yeah, I'll get them. Now I'm moving behind you, Paul. Yeah, there you go. That's grand. So here we have Wham. Last week it was Candy. Today they're Wham. This is a greeny, white dash pink hydrangea. Last week it was kind of a light bluey purple. Absolutely gorgeous lilac delphiniums. They're beautiful out. This is Viburnum Snowball. It's a green flower. It's known as a green flower, but eventually when as it's coming kind of to the end of its life circle, as a cut flower, it turns progressively white. Again, lovely crunchy flower. These are freesias. We all know what freesias are like. Again, a lovely flower. So I'm going to use some hydrangea in this, not much. And the reason why I'm looking at these a little more intently, that one, there we go. So I'm not going to use 2, I'm just going to take 2 out. And so now I mightn't use all these flowers. I have a hell of a lot of flowers here for that size of an arrangement. So I'm just picking out so I can at least have the option of where I'm going or not.
Really cool comment here. Atlanta loves Enda with a green love heart. The Irish connection in Atlanta.
Yeah.
All the way over in the States.
I have a feeling, not 100% sure, that Atlanta is connected to Neve that works here. Correct me if I'm wrong, Atlanta. Now, so a huge mix array of flowers and everything else. I've way too many there. But there you go. So, on the outside, droopy flower like this is, I'm going to put this on the outside, okay? Now, as I say, did this in what we would call a medium-sized pedestal dish. It's plastic and it's green. There's a reason for that. I'll come back to that in a minute. So, again, as I've said before, now we're using the scissors or the knife, sharp point. This is a woody stem, so you really need to kind of get this in well into the oasis, nice and deep. Now you can, I'm going to get 3 cuts out of that one branch because it was going to be too dense for what I want here, and I want it over the edge. So in there, nice and deep, there we go.
You have a comment here from the lady in Atlanta. You're not wrong. That crazy chick is my sister.
Oh, your sister? Oh, you poor girl. I thought it was some distant relative, but there you go.
Keep commenting, guys. Keep liking. Keep commenting. Bit of interaction is great. We love it.
Yeah, love it. Now, so like this with the delphinium, you can see there, yes, I am going above the foliage line, as in up here. But the foliage was just creating the base, was giving me the shape and kind of the idea of where I wanted to go, the style, I suppose, that I wanted to go with this, if that makes sense. It does to me anyhow. So we'll go there, and then I have another little bit. I probably will need to use the 3. But you can see, well, I can certainly see it. I hope it's coming across on the video Paul's doing, how this is developing.
My very shaky hand.
Oh, I know, I'm starved. Only had 3 feckin' hams. Oh, sorry. I only had 3 ham sandwiches today and a half a packet of biscuits, a can of Diet Coke, and I'm afraid a raspberry magnum. So that's all I've had today. So really not that much. Oh, I did have my big bowl of muesli with fresh fruit and all that in it, and the honey. But apart from all of that, didn't really have that much today. Now, so I'm just really using this now, just purely for the fact that it was lying there and it said, right, there we go. So, there we go, scattered all over the place, a little bit of, you can kind of move around there, Paula. See? Wow. So, that's it. It's coming together slowly but surely. So I'm going to use these amazing, oh God, to say what the smell is like. It's kind of like a soap, but a really heavily. Oh God, it's fab, absolutely fabulous.
I smelt one for the first time today, and it is absolutely gorgeous.
Gorgeous, isn't it? It's not a rose.
I couldn't describe it, but it was gorgeous. Come in
Yeah.
and check it out next time you're passing. You can
Come
try
in
them
and
out.
smell the peonies.
Come in and smell the roses. The peonies, yeah.
The peony roses. Grand. So, dot 1, dot 2, dot 3. Now, the viburnum, this, and the viburnum snore threw the shape on me a little bit. It went a little flat there, a bit rounder here. So the peonies have kind of brought that up a bit. Now, the bud, this one, should open in oasis. Would definitely open in water, but not 100% sure whether it'll open in oasis. So I'm just going to dot that in there. I'm getting one more bud. I just need it for balance. There we go. And that goes in there. So there we go. Oh, go in. Now, there we go there. So that's that in. Now, so that's the peonies done, the viburnum done. Now I'm going to use some stock. I'm going to strip off the foliage just there, so I have a nice clean stem. I'm going to use the knife this time, and again, nice sharp stem. I'm going to put it in either here, here, or on top. I'm going to put it over here. So that's how I knew what length I needed to cut this stock with. Now somebody made a comment last week and said, oh, will we use, what did I say this already? Oh, maybe not. Would we use everyday flowers? These are everyday flowers now, you know. So, oh, not there.
And Mr. MacDonald has said, this is where you go to keep in the good books with your missus. We'd always love to see gentlemen coming in, and we'll spend as much time with them and make them feel comfortable. No pressure. Come on in, check it out, enjoy it.
Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Now people are asking me as well, who's Paul? Well, Paul's the guy holding the tablet. And Paul does my Facebook. Ah, sweet Jesus, what am I doing? Now you see, I've got ahead of myself. That's completely not right. Completely not right. So Paul does my Facebook advertising for me. And to be honest with you, I was useless with a capital U. I used to put up maybe a photograph of a wreath at Christmas time, and then you were lucky if you saw another wreath of the following Christmas. I just kind of couldn't get into it to advertising on Facebook. Anyhow, hydrangea, here we go. So I've lost my way a little bit here, so just...
How about a break to say hi to Oisin and then come back to it?
No.
Okay,
keep
go.
going.
We'll say hi to Oisin in a minute.
I'll say hello to Oisin now in a second. He's been very good over there.
He's very
fast
good.
asleep. Thank God. Now, yeah, I've got my way again. It happens. Now, it's a tad bit flat, but I'm going to unflatten it now in a second. So I don't know how these delphiniums are going to work. I want them to work in this. So we're going to make them work. Now, whether we like it or not. So delphiniums, nice and tall, not tall, over tall, but nice and tall in the centre. Just gives that really lovely country feel to the whole, well, I think anyhow, to the whole arrangement.
That looks really cool, Enda. That is good. I like that. It is gorgeous.
How many, what are we up to now?
We're up to 13 viewers, but at one stage we hit about 23 viewers.
Wow.
That is lovely.
Now, so some scabiosa. There we go there. Yeah, that'll just add a bit. Might put in some. This is just a. Ooh. Now, when you're doing arranging as well, you kind of use the stem when you can't physically see the oasis, which I'm not doing here. You just use you have the feel of the end of the stem. You know you're hitting the oasis. Now you could be hitting a leaf, so you kind of have to get around that. But that's what you do. You just kind of play around with it until you literally find a gap to get it into. And that's when it becomes this compact, like. So that scabiosa is actually quite nice in that it gives it a nice flow, I have to say. Now, you should see I have to keep turning it around now so I can get just the feel. So I won't use that other hydrangea.
We'll come in a nice close shot on this. See all the gorgeous colours. Absolutely gorgeous.
Now, there. And there. Okay, we're nearly done, folks. I'm nearly there. So I'm just going to add just one more thing into it. So you can see how it all built up eventually. Just want to get rid of this green foliage stuff. Now I think it would look nice. I know it's only a bucket, but I think it'd look nice with a bucket. I'll try it out. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. We'll use just a little bit of this. And the reason why I'm using this is what's the other thing? Sisal. The reason why I'm doing this is just put an edge around, soften the. Now it is. What would you say? That's psychedelic? No, not psychedelic. Synthetic. That's the word I'm looking for. So there we go. I just want to create. I'm going to tie it in there. So what I'm doing is I'm just slotting it one piece, one side in there, picking up the arrangement, putting it in there.
Move
and
here.
Then I just want to bring this stuff around. So around and around and around.
21 viewers again. Woohoo!
Wow.
Another woohoo!
Woohoo! I'm sure you're going to say now again New York and Limavady and Hong Kong.
Well, we had Atlanta.
Yeah, we had.
We definitely had Blessington.
Yeah,
we had Clare the other night.
Oh yeah.
We've had loads of places here.
Loads of places. It's all good.
And Mark Wright wants to know where's the dog. He'll be here in a minute.
Oh yeah, he'll be here in a minute.
The shop mascot.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's off duty now tonight, so he's
a
just
little exhausted. He did Cleavon yesterday. We did a 4-hour walk up Cleavon, so he's a bit exhausted. I kind of suppose that would be kind of more. Well, whichever, anyhow. It's an all-rounder, so how
that
it
is fab.
So that's it. So that's again another arrangement by Flowers by Enda, who I am. And again, the same thing. So yes, we did kind of fulfill a request, as in to use ordinary everyday flowers. That's what they are. And just again, another style of arrangement. I'd probably do a contemporary hand-tied bouquet the next time that was a request by somebody. And yeah, so hope you like the video. I love doing them. Oh, and before I go, just want to say hello to Oisín. Oh. Hey, Ush. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here, Ush. Come on, oh, you all tired, are you?
So that's it, I guess. We've seen Oisín. We've seen the bouquet. Or the arrangement, sorry.
Oh.
See, I know nothing about flowers, really. I know what I like, and I like that.
Yeah.
And we'll be doing the draw tomorrow. The
this.
31st for this guy here.
Yeah, this one here.
Okay, guys.
Thank you. Thanks for